Hi, see you again from Glasgow University Riding Club. Welcome to part 2 of our Yoga for Riders series. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at posture, mainly focusing on shoulders and chest and upper back, a little bit of the lower back, hips, just the things that I think help me a lot with my posture. As you know, our series is in support of RDA Glasgow, who offer wonderful therapies and activities for people with special needs and disabilities. So if this series helps you out at all with your riding, or just otherwise, please consider donating using the link in the description box. A couple of things before we get started as to what I'm thinking about when I say posture for riding. A big thing for me was getting my shoulders down and this whole area to open a little bit. I used to ride around like this and my instructor would be saying, "Sia, put your shoulders down." And I would go, "This is as far as they go, okay. They don't go further than this." Thankfully now, I did see a physio to initially release it, but I've been able to keep it a bit better, at least. The other thing is our lower backs. So in trying to follow the horse, and I think in particular in canter, it's quite tempting to get very arched in your back, pushing your tushy out, and your hands get kind of tense down here. And the other option, of course, being just slouching in your seat. Now, you don't want to do either. So instead, you want to try to achieve what is called a neutral spine. A neutral spine is just a spine that's as straight as possible, and that requires building up a little bit of strength in the lower back. But the neutral spine is very flexible, so you can move very well with the horse's motions if you can have a strong but relaxed neutral spine. Today we start out standing with our feet hip width apart. Inhale to reach up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Exhale to lean over. Inhale to come up. And exhale to lean over. Try to really push weight into your right foot. Inhaling to come up and exhaling to lean over. See if you can get a bit deeper and stay for the inhale, filling up your side body with air and inhaling to come up. Second side. Inhale to reach up, grab the opposite wrist with your hand and exhale to lean over. Inhaling to come up. And exhaling to lean over. See if you can get a bit deeper. Inhale to come up. And exhale for a deep stretch. Stay for the inhale, filling up your side body with air. Exhale. And when you're ready, come up on an inhale. Moving your feet maybe a bit close together. Inhale to sweep your arms up. And sit back down into chair pose. Arms up, keep your neck long. Don't arch your lower back, try to keep a neutral spine. You can grab opposite thighs and try to push your knees together while you push your knees out to really feel how much muscle you actually have in your legs. And this will generate a bit of heat as well. Staying here a bit longer. Breathe in and then exhale to forward fold, releasing all that energy. Inhale for a half lift and exhale. Keep a generous bend in the knees if you need to and hook your first 2 fingers around your toes. As your toes push down, you can use your arms to pull yourself downwards, creating a dynamic circle. Feel free to move your hips and feel where you have some tension. With each inhale, fill up your lower back with breath, and then each exhale, try to let something go. Keep a bend in the knees, or maybe experiment with straightening your legs. Whatever's available to you is totally fine. Now, and we're going to inhale to come up. Now we're moving into our tabletop position, aligning our legs, and we're going to low lunge. Remember to square your hips to the top of the mat, have a nice width in your legs, 90-degree angles, and inhale to reach your arms up. Make sure you've got your 90-degree angles. There's no point in going super far forward. You might just hurt your knee. So keep your knee above your ankle and inhale. As you exhale, crunch your arms back. Really push your shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. Hands out, elbows out. Just push them back and like you're trying to get your shoulder blades together. Inhaling and exhale. Hands down to the mat. Try to straighten your front leg. Keep a nice bend in the knee if you need to, and just strive forwards with your nose and your chest. And second side. Coming up into a low lunge, keeping your 90-degree angles. Turn your hips to be square towards the front of the room, and inhale to sweep your arms up. Exhale, your elbows go back, your hands go out, shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale, elbows out, hands out, shoulder blades together. Inhale to reach up. And fold forward over your legs, slowly straightening it, trying to keep your hips square towards the front of the mat. Yearn forward with your chest and nose, and just explore a little bit what's going on in your hip and hamstring. And remember to breathe. Returning to our tabletop position, let's just transition to lying on our fronts. Raise one of your legs up and the same hand as well for a half frog. If you can't reach your leg, it's fine to keep your hand just on your lower back, but ideally reach towards your leg and gently, not as much wrenching as I'm doing, gently pull on your foot as your foot kicks away. Ideally, you could grab the inside of your foot so you get the outside rotation for your hand, which might feel quite nice. And try to keep your back quite flat here, don't overarch it on either side. So other side, again, if you can't reach, maybe you can reach one side and not the other, that's fine. You can just gently raise yourself off the floor instead. If you can reach your foot, however, maybe grab the outside, maybe flip around to grab the inside with your thumb up and get that rotation for your arm. And notice I'm trying to keep my hips flat on the floor. Try to keep your knees together as well, if that's available to you. Exhale to let go. Now we're going for some goalpost arms. So here's your left arm, put it out to 90 degrees. And cup your right hand and start to turn slowly. You should feel a stretch in your left pectoral. If you only need to tilt a little bit, that's fine. I go as far as to throw my leg over like that and really twist. This might be quite tense and pinchy, but I promise you it is the nicest thing. Remember to push down with your whole left hand as you do this. Carefully return to center. We're going to do the other side. So you can see the 90-degree angle in my right hand. I'm gently pushing myself over to start the twist. As I said, if you can only turn a little bit, that's totally fine. I do this quite a lot because I love it. It's such a nice feeling. So I tend to try to tilt my hip over for a proper twist. Just keep breathing. This will pinch quite a lot if you've not done it before. So just be careful and go as far as is available to you today. And returning to the middle. Just take a moment to feel how you feel and how that's maybe changed how you feel in your chest and shoulders. From here, we're going to make our way to staff pose, just sitting back. You're going to take your small confusion left foot and put it outside your right thigh. And you see there, if your lower back is bulging out, take a block or something to sit on so you can keep a straight back. And put your left leg over to the other side of your thigh and just hug it in. Inhale to sit up, tall, tall, tall. And here I'm losing the block, but keep it if you want it. Make sure you're sort of reaching up from your lower back. Push your heel down, your foot down, and then slowly start to twist. So try not to just turn your head. Try to turn your rib cage first, then your shoulders, and just keep looking straight ahead. And then finally, when you don't think you can turn anymore, then you look around. You can use your arm as leverage against your leg here, but try to keep both of your feet active and keep raising up. Think every inhale you grow a little taller, every exhale you twist a little further. Here I'm inhaling to release the twist, just shaking my legs out a little bit. The second side. So keep weight in your foot, weight in your other heel. I'm just hugging in my leg here, and then begin to twist. If you can only twist this far, that's totally fine. So inhale to become tall and exhale to increase the twist. Inhaling to become tall and increase the twist. And the head is the last thing you turn. And then just keep breathing. Try to have an upward motion through your back, reaching upwards. Inhaling, returning to the middle. So reaching forward for a little bit of a forward fold. If you can only grab your hamstrings, that's fine. Try to yearn forward with your chest and your nose. Keep a bend in your knees, and then maybe experiment with grabbing your toes to pull yourself forward. Keep this really active. Try to push your bum to the back wall and try to pull yourself forward whilst your feet push away. And remember to keep breathing. Every time you exhale, navel to spine, and try to let something go, some sort of tension. From here, we're going to move into our shooting star pose. So just let the soles of your feet touch, pull them a little bit towards you. Let your knees fall out to the side. Grab your feet here and your chest forward, your nose forward. Push down with your feet to push your tushy back towards the back of the mat. Take some deep breaths and maybe let yourself fold if that feels good. Remember to keep breathing. Slowly. Move to a tabletop position, and from there prepare for a puppy dog pose. Hips over knees. We're going to walk our hands forward and slowly let our torso approach the ground. Maybe your chin will touch the ground, maybe your forehead, maybe your chest. Just do whatever feels good to you. Remember to press your pinky and ring fingers down to roll your shoulder blades away from each other. Keep your feet active. Exhale, navel to spine. Really feel the range of motion of your back, and let any tension in your upper body just go. When you're ready, come up slowly and settle in for child's pose. Your knees can be slightly apart if that's more comfortable for you. Push yourself back into the pose with your hands, palm to heels. And then maybe let your hands rest along your sides. And really let yourself sink into this pose. Take a few deep breaths and just feel what's going on in your body right now. You can stay in this position for as long as you like. When you feel ready, come up slowly. Take a moment to thank yourselves for taking the time to do this practice. And as you know, the series is in support of RDA Glasgow. So if it's helped you at all, please consider donating using the link in the description box. Until next week.